So it's Monday. I just got to work. I'm feeling tired and gray apparently. And you know, got a big week ahead of me. So I was leaving this morning, told all my family goodbye, and my oldest son, Atticus, who's 7, was in his room getting ready, so he didn't get to officially say goodbye to me. So I was at the front door and I just yelled, "Okay, I'll see you guys later." And out of his room, this little 7-year-old boy comes streaking naked through the house up to the front door. And in our house, it's like windows in the entire front of the house. So for the whole neighborhood to see, comes streaking naked up to the front door and throws his arms around me. And he says, "Bye, Dad, I love you." And of course I embraced that beautiful little naked boy. And as I was driving to work, I realized, I was like, man, that is such a beautiful expression of how God loves us, that he goes way out of his way. He could care less how shameful or ridiculous or embarrassing it might look. He moves, overcomes all barriers so that he can demonstrate to us how much we matter, how much he loves us, how valuable we are. And I think part of what I'm trying to learn myself, and I invite you guys this summer, this year, to look at or think about, is where we see God every day. Like, what are the little things? The little naked son that runs through the house to make sure he gets a hug before you go to work. Thanks. The little things that happen to you every day that demonstrate how much God loves you, or who God is, or how valuable you are to him. And then we can also look for ways that we can demonstrate that to other people. So today, I saw God when my little son streaked through my house to give me a hug before I went to work. It actually reminded me of the end of Luke. There's that story about the father, they call it the prodigal son. The father has 2 sons. One of them leaves and goes and does all these terrible things. Then he realizes that he really needed to be home, that his father treated him well, that he'd kind of ruined his life, so he goes back. And on his way back to his father, the father sees him a long ways off. And the father runs to him. And that picture of the father running to him in front of the whole village, all these people watching, the father's running to him. Back in that day, the men wore these robes, no underwear probably. So they were flowing. And if you ran, you know, it's possible that some things could be seen. And so the father's running to his son, open robe flowing, the entire village likely watching, and he throws his arms around him. This son that had rejected him, this son that had walked away from him, this son that basically said, "I wish you were dead," this son that had shamed him in front of all of his friends. Imagine you're at school, someone mocks you, shames you, calls you out, and then realizes at some point they've made a mistake and comes back to you. God runs through that village, crazy, ridiculous, completely unashamed or unembarrassed, and throws his arms around his son, tells him how much he loves him. And that's the same thing God does for all of us today. He gives us this opportunity to experience unique, special love. And believe it or not, he's doing it all the time. So may we have the eyes to see all the unique ways that God is demonstrating his love to us in all of its creative variety.